And they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 10.
Trimmer. Tiger Hornet.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Was trying to find Jahan Dotson. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for another Eagles.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
box it.
Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Down the field, he's got one. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. And it's second down.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mud.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. That's caught. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
To throw is Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jahad Campbell. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. A solid stiff arm. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Steelers.
They'll run it. Warren. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He'll let it fly for Austin. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Warren. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Just what they need, electric grenade, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now that won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing is Rodgers. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Already at the line, this Philly. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work, they got a chance here to open up this lead.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field, and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped in his tracks and given a down run, lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that is off the left right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at a yard. Another target and catch for Robert Woods. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw. Rodgers. Flushed out right. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Austin complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well. And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatlining. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point now by Boswell.